Do you ever have trouble letting yourself rest? You're not alone if you do. Maybe you feel guilty taking time out to rest, or maybe it's really hard for you to relax. Maybe your body gets really tight and tense and knotted up, and it's hard to let that tension go. In this video, I'll share 2 important things to consider that can make resting and relaxing easier for you. Plus, there will be additional video links sprinkled throughout that can show you how to really let go and relax. And stay tuned to the end for a laugh. Say yes to enjoying your life by subscribing to this channel and look for the bell icon to see future videos. And visit joyfulbeing.com if you yearn to experience more joy. Before we dive in, I just want to welcome you to the Joyful Being with Kim channel. There are videos here filled with different topics to enrich your life and help you to live with less stress and more joy and provide you all kinds of ideas and strategies and resources. So if all of that sounds good to you, then check out that subscribe button and click it. Subscribe if you haven't already. So in just a little bit, I'm going to be telling you about those 2 important things to consider to help your body to relax and let go. And it's really about how your mind can get in the way of allowing you to relax. First, though, I want to give you some resources for if you tend to hold a lot of tension in your body and that makes it difficult for you to relax. Maybe you're holding tension and you don't even realize you're holding a tension until later when you get a headache or a backache or a neck ache or something and you realize, oh, I've been really tense and I haven't realized it. So I have some videos to share with you that can help you with really practical techniques that don't take very long to do at all. The first video is titled Relax Super Fast, and it gives you some different strategies and tools to help let go of that tension very easily and effortlessly. And the second video is a tool called Shake It Off, which is kind of fun to do and also helps let go of tension. So if your main trouble is you have trouble allowing your body to relax, then definitely check out those videos. And if you tend to hold subtle tension in your body that you're not aware of, those videos can help with that as well. So I will leave the video links for both of those in the video description. The first thing to consider if you're having trouble resting and relaxing, have you fallen into the trap of thinking that you need to earn your rest or deserve your rest? It's a very common phrase. Well-earned rest. And it's common to think, oh, I've worked really, really hard. I deserve this rest. And I'm not saying that you don't deserve it. What I'm saying is maybe there's another way to look at it that can help you let go of that debate inside of your head about whether or not you can rest right now. Recently, I completed a big project. A lot of hard work, a lot of hours in it. It was completing a book proposal to send off to a contest, a book contest. And after I hit that submit button, the next day I was having that debate in my head about what to do or what not to do, and having this thought that, you know what, I've worked really hard. I deserve this rest. And there was also some, I deserve this sugar in there too. And then I had to stop and go, wait a minute, I know better. The question is not whether or not I deserve it. The question is whether or not I need it. And yes, I was really, really tired. My body was worn out. My brain was worn out. I needed to give myself permission to rest in that moment. So here are some questions to ask yourself if you're having that debate in your head about whether or not you should rest or whether or not you should do more. And a question could be, does my mind need a break? Would my body benefit from some relaxation? Do I need to recharge? Basically, Do I need to rest? Do I need to relax? And if you're not sure, you can just pause for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, take a deep breath, tune in with your body, notice how you feel, and ask yourself, would it benefit me to rest right now? Or do I have the energy to keep going? And let your body be your guide. So when I did that day, after I had submitted the book proposal, I did rest for a bit. I did rest, I did relax. I didn't rest the whole day. I did end up doing a little bit of writing that day because it felt right and it felt good to do that. It was honoring my energy of what I needed in any given moment. And we may not always have the option to do that. I mean, you may be super, super busy and you might have to get creative on how to fit in some rest, even if it's just for a couple of minutes here and there. But you won't give yourself that permission for that creativity. You won't think of other options for how to fit in a little bit of relaxation if you haven't first given yourself permission that, you know what, it's okay to rest if my body needs it. And again, if you are looking for quick ways to fit in some relaxation and to let go of tension in your body, those video links I mentioned earlier are really helpful for that. So you will find those links in the video description. So that's the number one thing to consider, is recognizing whether or not it's a need. And if it is a need, then giving yourself permission for that. Then the second thing to consider is, do you know what helps you relax? And if you're not sure, then maybe consider some new options. And if you do know some things that help you to relax, to have a way to remind yourself of that. So it's important to know yourself, to know what works, what helps you, and what doesn't, and to be able to have it even written down somewhere so that you, when you're super tired, you don't have to figure it out. You can just look at your list and go, which one of these things do I want to do? You know, you might even keep that list on your phone somewhere where it is handy and you can refer to it whenever you need it. There's a couple more resources for you on this channel that can help you get into a super yummy, deeply relaxed state. There's a couple of guided relaxations, and they also have some positive thoughts, positive affirmations in them as well as taking you through a very deeply guided relaxation process. One is meant for morning and one is meant for evening, but honestly, you can do them any time of day that you want. And so those links will also be in the video description for you as well. So to quickly review, important thing to consider, number one, look at the choice of whether or not to rest as, do I need it? Rather than as, have I earned it? Do I deserve it? And important thing number two, to be aware in advance of the types of things that help you to relax and help you to rest, so that you don't have to try to figure that out in a moment when you're already exhausted. If you like this video or if you have a question, feel free to leave it in the comments. I'm not the fastest about responding. It may take me days or even weeks sometimes to get back to you, but I do love seeing what you write and I do love hearing from you. So please do that, and please just have patience with me. I will eventually get back to you. And another free resource that you might really love is the messages that I send out weekly, full of uplifting ideas and strategies and ways to look at things. And I always announce YouTube videos in there. This is my weekly email list. So if you haven't subscribed to that, I will also leave that link for you in the video description to do that. Or you can just go to joyfulbeing.com and you can find it that way. And I just hope that you will look for opportunities soon to rest when you need to rest, and to check in with your body and see what your body wants and when it wants to rest. So until next time, keep looking for ways to enjoy your life, keep finding your sense of humor, and keep finding opportunities to do more of this.